Welcome back. Today is another watch sale video. This watch is a familiar one to those who are fans of the 6139 chronographs from Seiko. This is a 1972 6139 6032. These came in a couple different variations, the 6031, 6032, and the 6030. They're all essentially JDM SpeedTimers with the Coke bezel and the countdown timer. This timing bezel on the inside. This watch came to me in a group of watches, and I have restored and serviced this watch. It had some issues. You know, the loom itself was a little dark. I was able to lighten the loom on the hands. I didn't mess with the dial loom at all. It's a good watch. It's a very clean, nice running example. These are a high joule, movement. They're a JDM movement, so they're a 21 joule from the factory. And I added 2 new joules in the mainspring arbor ports, fully lubricated, fully serviced, new seals everywhere. So it's now a 23 joule. Great movement. I mean, this thing runs extremely well. It's a very clean watch. The issues that I've had with this watch are that it's got some new pieces, aftermarket, I would say, but it does maintain its original components. I have them to go with the watch. In fact, the bracelet is a new Uncle Seiko 5 Sports style bracelet that came. It mimics the types that came with these watches originally. I think it's a nice fit. You can choose to have this style bracelet, or if you want a different kind of H-link style, I could also put it on a new Uncle Seiko H-link that could. This is not the taper, this is the straight H-link. So if you want this style, that's fine. If you want the original style, that's also available. It does have a aftermarket bezel and insert. And the reason I did that is because the original one, which I do retain and which will come with the watch, just really didn't hold up to the quality standard that I really wanted for the look of the watch. Everything else was so fine looking that, and these are really hard to find in good shape, just in the regular marketplace. So I went ahead and just put on the aftermarkets that look quite good. These are fairly faithful reproductions, but again, no trickery here. This is the original one, and it will come with the watch. So take that out of the bag here. So if you want to go back to 100% original, you could always pop this bezel back on. But again, it comes with one that, is a good wearing watch. New crystal from Klein. Like I said, new seals everywhere. Everything works and functions exactly as it should. We can go through all of the day and date. Click over here. Of course, it's got the kanji English wheel for the days. That clicks over at midnight, as it should. These are really cool. They have the slightly different text. Instead of saying sports, they say SpeedTimer on the left at the 9 o'clock position, and 5 Sports under the Seiko. The earlier ones were Seiko SpeedTimer, and then the 5 Sports was over to the left-hand side with the proof text. This is a resist text. Dial and hands match in terms of date, so that's nice. It's all original. Nothing has been changed on the dial hands, movement, case, everything. Again, the only thing that's really new to the watch is the bezel. It retains all of its original lines. It hasn't been polished. It's got good brushing everywhere. Not beat up. It's a nice watch. It's a really good watch that was worn. This was a pretty heavily worn watch, but not abused. It had received service in the past. Let's take the chronograph through its paces here. Bezel, of course, insert turns. everything's, you know, really great. It's a nice watch. It's a really clean example. If you're looking for a Coke SpeedTimer, this might be the one. They're fun. I love mine. This one's a really good one. Okay, let me know if you're interested. Links in the description below.